Welcome to our class for Yoga for Everybody today. And today we're going to be exploring our shoulders. We're going to start the class on our back for our pranayama. So get nice and comfortable. If you like, feel free to put the cushions under your knees. You can always bend your knees too if you want, or spread out your legs. Make sure that you feel that your head is centered in the middle of your mat. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Close your eyes and take a moment to give yourself permission to totally let go. And the next hour is only for yourself and your wellness. It's normal, sometimes thoughts are going to come in and out of your mind, and when that happens, tell them you will think about them later. And keep coming back to your center to think about your own breath. So now as you inhale, let your belly stretch as much as possible. And every time you exhale, push the belly button in a little bit towards the inside. So you're inhaling to maximum, exhaling to your maximum. And notice how your breath starts slowing down as soon as you come into the present moment. Remember, you can control your thoughts. Now make sure that your breath is staying very fluid. So sometimes as we observe our own breath, we start noticing little pauses that shouldn't be there. And so it's normal to have a little pause at the top of the inhalation and at the end of the exhalation, but otherwise the cycle of breath should be very fluid. So now start contracting your throat slightly for the Ujjayi breath. And as soon as you start contracting your throat, you're going to hear your breath turn into the sound of waves. Make it loud enough that if I came close to you, that I would be able to hear your breath. You notice that these are beautiful sounds, and they might even bring you some memories of being at the beach. Now, the objective of our pranayama practice is really to start controlling our energy through the breath. So you can start imagining that there's a ball of energy at the base of the spine, and each time you inhale, you can imagine it coming up towards your third eye. And as you exhale, you imagine the ball goes down the center column of the spine, down to the tailbone again. So again, as you inhale, that ball of light's going to come towards the third eye. And as you exhale, you can imagine the ball of light going back down through the spine. So imagine that that ball of light brings in a physical sensation. So as we inhale, it's like the energy is building in our system. And as we exhale, everything's coming back down towards the earth. So as we inhale, we feel energetic, light, rejuvenated. And when we exhale, we concentrate on those feelings of being very calm and secure. And since we're really concentrating on our shoulders and our heart today, so take a moment to notice, especially what's happening around your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your shoulder blades. the high part of your back. And notice where you're holding tension. Don't put any type of negative or positive emotion on that. It's just a fact. That way you know what you need to do to release your tension. There's always a solution for those tensions. So as we tune into our inner wisdom, you'll see how the body, mind, and soul starts connecting together. Good, so just wiggle your fingers and toes for a moment. Bring your hands above your heart in prayer and rub them together to create lots of heat and energy between the palms. Once they're nice and warm, place them down over your eyes and notice that heating feeling and all the vibrations that are coming in. Now as you exhale, let the arms come down to the ground with the palms turning up towards the sky. If you like, feel free to bend your knees and take a few moments here just to exhale, turn your head to the right, inhale, come back to center, exhale, turn to left, inhale to center, and keep repeating. And notice at what angle you start feeling that tension. And notice all of those spaces too that feel open and healthy. And notice how the neck and shoulders and chest all work together. Now as you exhale, turn your head towards the right, just where you start to feel the tension. Keep the left hand down on the floor and just start sliding it down to the left foot. So sometimes we feel that stretch from behind the left ear, and you'll sometimes even feel a type of line that goes down through the neck, the shoulder, and the whole way down your arm. You might even feel it down to your fingertips. So now stretch out all of your hands, all of your fingers on your left hand, and then see if you can stretch it just a little bit more down towards the left foot. Remember, it's normal to start feeling those tensions around even the forearm. Good, as you exhale, let the head come back to center. Good. On your next exhalation, let the head come down to the left side, just again, to wherever it's comfortable. Now, spread the fingers out on the right hand and stretch it down towards the right foot. Notice everything that's happening around your neck, your shoulder, and your arm right now. And take a few more deep breaths. Don't worry if you feel a little bit of shaking, but don't let yourself move into pain. Good. As you exhale, let your body relax and bring your head back to center. So for the next exercise, we're going to let the shoulder blades stay down on the ground, but lift the hands up towards the sky. It seems like a very tiny movement, but it really helps the shoulders. So as we inhale, we're going to stretch the right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the shoulder blade back down to the ground. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, let the shoulder blade sink back down. Inhale, lift the right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale, relax it back down. So keep going at your own rhythm. And notice if it gets easier to lift your shoulder up towards the sky with the repetitions. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's better or not. It just means that that's what's happening with your shoulders at the moment. Good. Relax your arms and then grab a hold of your block. We want to use the long side of the block. Place the hands down on the side. Bend the elbows. And try to keep a 90-degree angle with the elbows. So you're going to keep your elbows open, about shoulder distance apart, and then press in on the block. Once we start squeezing, you'll notice that the shoulders start engaging. They might even shake a little bit. It just means that they're working. Excellent. As you exhale, you can release that tension and bring the block to the side. Find a seated position, and you can even sit on a cushion if you like. Even if you prefer, you can use a chair for the next series. So as you sit down, rotate the thigh muscle outwards. Really concentrate now on your posture, because a lot of our problems with shoulder tension begin with poor posture. We want to make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears. We lift the heart just a tiny bit. So you want to think about this little magic spot at the base of the shoulder blades and right in the center of the chest. And make sure that you're not arched too forward like a military stance. You just want to be nice and neutral. Good. Now as you exhale, let the chin come down towards the chest without forcing. Just completely and totally relax the neck. Take in 3 deep breaths. Excellent. Bring the head back up, and then you can decide if you want to stay on the cushion or not. And start walking your hands forward. And then just let your neck hang forward. And release the tension from the shoulders by letting the elbows bend. So you don't want to think about supporting your weight with the arms. You just let the whole body hang forward. Excellent. As you inhale, walk the hands in towards the knees and then bring them behind your back. Think of the little band on the chest, and it really, you'll notice it works a lot with the shoulder blades. So we're going to press them really close together as much as we can in the back. Relax your knees, and then you can either look up towards the sky or let your head sink backwards. Again, taking a few deep breaths. Bring the hands back to the center. And now as you inhale, lift the right arm up. And you want to think about the muscles on your underarm. So stretch it up towards the sky. Walk your left hand out slightly from your left hip. And you'll feel the stretch on the right side. You can stretch that right hand out towards the left if you like. And rotate the right side a little bit backwards. Very good. Keep breathing. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the hand back down to the earth. Inhale, lift the left hand up. And really, again, concentrate on the feeling on the underarm. Now, as you exhale, come down to the right side in crescent moon and turn your left side slightly backwards and lift the heart. Good. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, press the left hand out towards the right even further. Super. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Good. Now bring your left hand to the right knee, and then bring the left hand behind your back. Good. Relax your shoulders, lift the heart, and as you exhale, start turning towards the right. Often in this position, we're going to feel the pectoral muscles that start to stretch in this position. If, for example, this is causing you too much stretch, let that right arm soften behind you. As we exhale, we're coming back to center. Bring your right hand to your left knee and slide your left hand around your waist. Don't worry, a lot of times we're not balanced from one side to the other. So we're looking for the feeling, not necessarily the same angle. Now bring your shoulders back and down. And as you exhale, turn towards the left. Our twist starts at the level of the belly button. So whenever you inhale, stretch the crown of the head up. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And again, if you're having too much stress in the left shoulder, relax that left arm a little bit behind you. Good. As you exhale, come back to center. Now, with your right hand, you want to hold on to your left pectoral muscle. And you really want to think about sliding the fingers by the rib cage. Now, inhale, lift your left elbow up. And you might already feel that it's starting to stretch. Keep the pec muscle stable with your hand and start sliding the elbows side to side or making circles. Just explore all those areas that you need to stretch. Make sure you're doing all the angles and take time to change directions too. Good. Now bring your left hand down to the knee and hold on to your pec muscles. And then with your thumb, slide as if you're doing a little massage and you're making lines, kind of like where your rib cage is, to make sure that you're stretching out all of the tension out of your pec muscles. Good. One more time. Excellent. Now bring the right hand to your knee. So again, you're going to take as much of that muscle as you can with the left hand. I guess, of course, you don't want to hold it so much that it hurts. And again, think about lifting that right elbow. Start noticing what movements make a stretch. And think about releasing all of those tensions through different movements, different angles. You can make circles, change directions if you like. And then bring the hand down to the knee. Good. Now again, think about massaging all the tension out of your pec muscle with your thumb. So you're drawing lines on your chest. And you'll notice where the tension is quickly. Whether it's closer up towards your shoulder or down towards the rib cage. Very good. Now let your hands rest down to your knees. We're going to go into eagle arms now. So lift your arms up to the same height as your shoulders. So make sure that you have good posture here. Straighten your spine and lift your heart. And bring your arms back to the shoulder joints. Good. Now cross your right elbow under the left and see if you can cross your forearms. If your shoulders are really tight, you can just cross your hands and bring them to the shoulders. Good. Now if you're able, lift the elbows to the same height as the shoulders. If it feels a little bit too much, feel free to slide your elbows down. Our goal here is to feel good. It's not to bring more tension in. Now bring the shoulders back and down. Imagine that your shoulder blades can kiss each other. Good. Now, if you're feeling like this is already a deep stretch, stay here. If you feel like you can do more, inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, let them slide back down. So it's a small movement, and you basically want to create the sensation you might have if you're getting a massage. Good. Really concentrate deeply into those places that hold tension. And remember always to be kind to yourself. There's no competition. Good. Bring your elbows down to center. And if you like, you can hold this stable. Or you can think about doing circles with the elbows. So it's important to keep your torso very still. So again, it's like we're drawing the mobility of our shoulder joint. So you shouldn't feel any pain, just slight stretches. Good. Now change directions. Keep breathing deeply. Come back to center. And as you exhale, unwind the arms. And this time we're going to cross at the wrists. Good. Now inhale, lift your hands in towards your chest. And I want you to think about all the tendons and all the ligaments that are in the hands and keep the palms together. Now start lowering your hands down wherever you can. Don't worry if they don't come down very far. It's sometimes surprising to know how much tension we carry in our hands, our fingers, our forearms. If it is comfortable, lower the forearms down, but do never force them. Remember, yoga is not about the angles. It's about your wellness. So really take into account how you react to each and every posture. Good. Now release your hands and shake out your hands and arms. Now notice if you're feeling any type of pain right now, you did too much in the posture. So really watch yourself on the other side. Good. Straighten the back, lower the shoulders down, then cross the left elbow under the right. Cross the forearms if you're able to. If not, place your hands on the shoulders with the elbows crossed. Now, try to lift your elbows more or less to the same height as the shoulders. Now remember, we often have one shoulder that's tighter than the other, so just go to wherever you can. Remember, you can stay here or you can move the arms. So if you want to, inhale, lift the elbows up, and as you exhale, let them slide back down. So you want to have that sliding feeling with the shoulder blades going up and down the back. Good. Now, even though you're feeling the movement, try to keep them fairly flat on the back. And think about all your connective tissues, the muscles, the tendons. Good. Come back to your center. So again, if you want, you can stay here, or if you feel capable, start making circles with the elbows. Inhaling up and around, exhaling down and around. Good. Keep your throat contracted for the Ujjayi breath, because this helps us have a deeper effect from each and every posture. Good. Now change directions. Keep the movement slow with the breath. Good. Come back to center. And as you exhale, lower the arms down with a crisscross. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, bring your hands in towards your heart. And exhale, lower the hands down. Stop as soon as you feel a stretch. So right now, if you have your shoulders tucked up towards your ears and your face is all crooked, you definitely has gone too far. Relax in the posture. Go to your own limit. That's what's going to help you release the tension. And this is a great way to learn about your own limits. Good. Relax your arms and then shake them out. Good. Place your hands down on your nose. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale to release. Inhale, squeeze tight, 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 tight. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, squeeze them tight up to the ears. And then exhale to relax. Good. Now you'll need your strap. And I'm going to turn around so that you can see a little bit how the posture works. So bring the strap to the right hand. And remember, if you're more comfortable, feel free to sit up on a cushion. So now bring the right hand up and bring the hand either on the back of the neck or sometimes between the shoulder blades. If you have a very sore shoulder, of course, your hand might not go the whole way back. Just go to wherever you can. Now, from the bottom, hold on to the strap. If you're more flexible, walk your hands up and down, and you'll find even some people are able to hold their hands in this posture. From here, make sure your back is straight and start stretching your elbows backwards. Again, if you're feeling pain, release a little bit of the posture. Think about taking away 10% even. If you're still okay with the posture, you're going to start pulling your hands up and down at the same time. So the right arm goes up, the left hand goes down, and you use more or less the same strength. You're not going to notice a big movement. It's more that you'll feel that your muscles have kicked in and have started to work. Don't worry if it shakes a little bit. And just think about holding this nice and tight for a few seconds. Keep breathing deeply. Keep your throat contracted for the Ujjayi breathing. Excellent. As you exhale, you can release your arms, put the strap down to the side, and this time we're going to make big circles with the arms. Good. Change directions. Now, let your hands come down to your knees. And this time we're going to bring the strap to the left hand. So now, inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale, place it down behind the neck or the shoulder. Then bring the right hand behind the back. And see if you can walk your hands up and down the strap a little bit. Maybe you can hold on to your hands. Remember, just to go to wherever it's comfortable. So from here, we're going to press the shoulders and elbows a bit backwards. So again, this is another option if you're feeling comfortable. So you're going to pull the left hand up, right hand down with about half of your strength. Good. Make sure that you feel your shoulders nice and relaxed, even if they are working. Good. Make sure you're breathing in and out nice and deeply. And you should be able to hear the sound of the waves. Excellent. As you exhale, bring your strap down to the floor. Place your hands down on your knees, and this time we're going to do smaller shoulder circles. Change directions as well. So think about this band that we have between the shoulder blades and the chest. And now we're going to do the seated cat and cow. So as we exhale, we round the back forward. As we inhale, we squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up towards the sky. Again, exhale, round forwards. Inhale, lift up. Just use your breath to guide the movement. Very good. Come back to your center. So again, think about that band. We're going to open up our elbows slightly so we have lots of room to move. And we're going to slide the heart side to side. So, slide your shoulder blades towards the right, come back to center, and then slide it towards the left. So we want to keep the shoulders stable so that they stay over the hips. It's not your whole body that's moving side to side, it's really the rib cage. So we're just going right to left. Good. So we're going to combine those movements to be able to make a nice circle around the spine. So as we inhale, we lift the heart, we start sliding it towards the left, we open the shoulder blades, we go towards the right, and then again squeeze the shoulder blades as we come forward. Try to keep your shoulder blades quite stable. Your shoulders stay above the hips. So it's like the heart is trying to draw a circle. Good. Come back to center, and we're going to change direction. So as we inhale, we lift the heart. This time we slide towards the right, open the shoulder blades in the back. We slide towards the left, and then close the shoulder blades as we come forward. So again, start concentrating on your shoulder blades. Good. Come back to your center. So now take your cushion. You might be able to use a block or even 2 blocks for this posture if you don't have a cushion. We're going to think about our underarms. So we're going to place our hands on the cushion or on the blocks. Slide back a little bit so that your arms can be straight. And then as you exhale, just let your head hang forward. It's very, very normal that your forehead does not touch the floor. Don't worry about that. Just take a few deep breaths here. And as you do that, try to relax all of the muscles around your hips and around your shoulders. All you need to do is take deep breaths here. You want to feel that you're breathing in so much that your stomach moves with the breath. And notice how the gravity is starting to pull your body down towards the floor. If you want, open your knees nice and wide so your stomach can slide down towards the earth even better. So a lot of people have very tight shoulders. So we're going to take a nice moment in this to really let it relax down. Good. Now slowly come up to seated position. Now, if you're able to sit back on your heels, that's great. If not, find another seated position that's comfortable for you. Now, bring your hands back behind your back, straighten the elbows to lift the heart up. Press your belly button in, and as you exhale, bring your forehead down to the mat. Good. As soon as you're down on the mat, relax your legs, relax your hips, and then press your palms together as you inhale and lift them up towards the sky. Good. The hips stay down, it's just the arms that move. Don't worry at all if you lose the circulation in your hands. It's very common in this posture and it'll go away as soon as you come up to sitting. Good, now slide your shoulder blades down towards your hips, and again, see if you can lift your hands up a little bit higher. Good, now as you exhale, let the hands come down, press your belly button in, and as you inhale, come back to seating. Good, shake out your hands, shake out your shoulders. So since that's so fun, we're gonna do it a second time. So bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, press your belly button in, and as you exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. As much as you can, keep your palms together. And this time we're gonna lift the hands up behind us, and we're gonna try to make circles with the hands. Don't worry if it looks more like a hexagon. And when it gets easier, you can make the movement a little bit bigger. Good, now change directions. Good. As you exhale, let the hands come down to the earth. Press the belly button in and come up to seating nice and slowly. Shake out your hands. Very good. Now we're going to come down onto our stomach. So we're going to go into another posture that's a little bit awkward to get into, but it works very well, so be patient. So you kind of look like the airplane as you spread your arms out. Now inhale, lift up the left leg and then roll it backwards. So we're going into a twist, but you're also going to feel that the right shoulder stretches out. Very good. Let the shoulder relax. And if it's comfortable, you can walk that leg backwards slightly and relax your back. Take deep breaths in and out. And notice all of the sensations you're having right now. So sometimes we might feel that it's a deep stretch. Other people might find it easy. Sometimes we'll have a circulation issue. You might feel it warm up. Just notice what it is. Good. Now on your next exhalation, come back to your stomach. Again, keep your arms wide open. Turn your head towards the left. Inhale, lift the right leg up and then stretch it to the left in our twist. So it's like we're pinning the left shoulder down under the body. Good. Now walk that right leg back as much as it feels comfortable for you. And breathe deeply. Very good. Relax your back and keep engaging the Ujjayi breath by contracting your throat. Again, notice all of those sensations you have around the neck and shoulders right now. Good. As you exhale, come back to your center. Good. We're going to keep stretching the shoulders. This time we're going to bend both knees and hold onto both feet with both hands. So we're actually going to use the strength of our legs to stretch at our shoulders. So we take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we press the feet back into the hand in bow pose. Okay, keep pressing back. Take a few more deep breaths. As we exhale, let your body come down. And then start swishing your feet side to side to relax the lower back. Very good. Let your feet come back down to the ground. Bring the hands under the shoulders. And we're going to stretch back to child's pose. Take a moment to press your hands to the earth to really stretch out the back. And then walk your hands all the way towards the left side. And you'll start finding a stretch in your underarm. Stay here to stretch out all of that tension. Relax your neck. And notice how the earth is really supporting us as the gravity really does all the work for us. Notice as the tension leaves the body on the exhalations. Sometimes it's even surprising to notice how much tension we have. And it's great to walk it out. Perfect. Bring your hands back to the center and then walk them as far as you can on the right side. So we're looking for the stretch really under the left underarm. You might have it in other places as well. Good. Relax your neck and start thinking about your breath. Good. Bring your hands back to the center and come back onto your back. So if you like, before you go down on your back, you can look how I'm going to do this posture. So what you're going to do is place your hand under your spine. If you have a lot of shoulder tension, your hand will have to stay on your lower back. If there's not too much tension, you can start sliding it up. But just really put it to wherever it's comfortable. And then lie down on the hand. So we're going to start really working on all the attachments on the upper shoulder. Now, if you're already noticing that there's too deep of a stretch and you're not able to relax your shoulder, lower your hand down. If you're not feeling anything at all, walk your hand up a little bit higher on your back. Now you can put your legs any way you like. For example, you could put your feet together, open up the knees and work on at the hips at the same time, but really just put them where they're comfortable. So again, the most important thing here is to relax that shoulder. So we're not just stretching out the muscles here. You're thinking about all the ligaments on the joint. And sometimes we don't notice the feeling in this posture until we get out of it. And since we're staying a minute or two here, really be kind to yourself here. Close your eyes and listen into your own breath. So now we're going to turn towards the left to take the right arm out from under the back and make a few big circles. Feel all the circulation coming back. Good. Now change directions. Very good. Now let your arm come down to the ground. And this time we're going to lean towards the right so that we can put the left hand under the spine. So remember, the hand doesn't have to be in the same position. You're going with the feeling, not necessarily with the angle, because you might have more tension or less tension on this side. Think about your own needs today. Good. Now close your eyes and concentrate on your own breathing. Relax your shoulders. So automatically, when we're in this position, our brain is going to tell the shoulders to contract. So remind yourself to relax all of the muscles and keep breathing deeply. It's very interesting too to see how the mind and the body is really connected here. Sometimes we're in these nice long postures, we'll actually get little indications of why maybe we have those stresses in the first place. Good. Now turn just slightly towards your right to take out the left arm. And again, take deep circles, nice and slow with the breath. Change directions. So from here, we're going to do another little self-massage technique. Be on your back, but you might have to look. So you want to find that nice soft spot between your shoulder blade and your ribs. And oftentimes, our shoulders are blocked because the muscles under the arm are blocked. If that's your case, you'll notice because it'll be very sore when you press into the pressure points. So what you're going to do is press your finger into that area when you're on the floor, and then make a big circle with the left shoulder. You can do this, of course, seated, but it's more comfortable when you're on the back. Good. Now bring your hand up a little bit to change the pressure point. Again, keep taking circles. And don't worry, we all need help sometimes. This is a muscle that's very hard to stretch out on its own. Good. Keep walking your finger up the shoulder blade, or up in the spot between the shoulder blade and the rib. Make the movements to stretch out all of that tissue. Good. Relax your arms. If you need to, shake out your shoulders. And then we're going to go to the other side. So take your left hand and you're going to find those spots between the shoulder blade and the rib cage. And then you press in with the left finger, the left middle finger, to be really precise. And notice the stretches that you can make from here. And remember, this is a part of the body that most people have tensions in. Good. Now find another point, keep circling out the shoulder so that you can really relax all the shoulder joint. Good. Find one more point, and again, circle out all that tension. Let it go. You don't need that anymore. Good. Now change directions. Very good. Relax your arm. Great. So we're going to do another posture to release all the shoulder tension. So you're going to need your cushion and maybe your block as well. So we're going to lie back on the mat. So you put it so the cushion would be just under the shoulder blades so that your heart can raise up. Now, if you need a block, you can place it under your head and notice the different angles of the block. So you see there's 3 levels. If you're very comfortable, bring your head completely down to the floor. Good. So we're going to be here for a couple of moments. So make sure that you're very, very comfortable. It's not worthwhile to overstretch. That's equally as bad as being too tight. Place your legs any way you would like so that they're nice and comfortable. Good. And notice how nice it is to breathe in this position. The lungs seem even bigger than usual. Good. Keep taking deep breaths. And as you inhale, notice that stretch happening through your chest and shoulders. And as you exhale, notice all of the tension sliding down out of your chest, from your heart, the pec muscles, the shoulders. This might even help in the area of your throat. Very good. So to come out of this position, bring your arms in by your sides with your elbows bent on the cushion. Now we're going to press the elbows on the cushion, lift the head up nice and slowly. Use your abdominal muscles. Good. Put your cushion to the side and come back down to a lying position. Now open your arms nice and wide and cross the right knee over the left. And let the legs come down towards the left side. Good. Relax your muscles. And as you inhale, take a deep enough breath that you actually feel your right shoulder lifting slightly from the floor. And as you exhale, let it rest back down. Let your breath do the work for you. Just inhale and exhale to your maximum. Good. Press the belly button in. Inhale, bring the knees to center. Exhale, put your right foot down. And then inhale, cross your left knee over the right. As you exhale, let the legs come down towards the right side. And then turn the head towards the left. Relax all of your muscles and just think about working with your breath. So as you inhale, you really want to feel the air entering to heal all of those tensions in the left shoulder. Your breath, specifically your deep breathing, is the only thing that's important right now. And as you exhale, you can unwind and come back onto your back. And today we're going to use our cushion for the Savasana. So this time we want to place the cushion so it's the same length, the same way as the spine. It's going to be very close to your low back. And we're just going to lie down on the cushion. If you find this too hard on your head, feel free to put the block under your head to support yourself a little bit more. So notice right now how you're feeling in your shoulders. If you're finding this a little bit intense, feel free to to interlace your fingers on your belly. If not, you can put your hand on the floor close to your hips with the palms rotated up towards the sky. If that's okay, notice what happens if you slide them up more and more into a T position. Once you find a nice angle for your shoulders where it feels like your chest can release, you're in the perfect position. Now you can place your legs any way you like. If you want to work on the hips, again, you can put your feet together and open the knees. Good. Now close your eyes. Relax your feet. your ankles, your calves, the interior of your thighs, your stomach, your low back, your mid back, your shoulders and your shoulder blades, your chest, your arms, and your hands. We're also going to relax the throat and the neck. Let your jaw open just ever so slightly so you can relax your tongue as well. And notice your eyes getting so heavy. And with every exhalation, let yourself go further and further into the relaxation. And now, place your intention and attention on your heart and your shoulders. And notice how you're feeling in this very moment. You can even imagine that all your tissues on your chest are just starting to slide backwards and all the tensions are starting to melt back. Now take a moment to remember how you were feeling in the beginning of the class, and notice all the changes that have happened. Now you can start wiggling your fingers and your toes. So you can start waking up nice and slowly. Then slide your left leg over to the right and turn onto the right side in fetal position. Feel free to push the cushion to the side. Keep a hold of that nice deep state of relaxation. And then press your left hand on the ground to help bring you to a seated position, whatever is most comfortable for you. So close your eyes. Notice that nice long straight line you have from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and we'll sing Om to end the class. Take a deep breath in. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Cette émission d'Accès est appuyée par Cogeco et est rendue possible grâce à la collaboration de la communauté avec Nous TV.